Table 12 is brought to you by Favor. No app delivers more for Texas.
Hi, I'm Lauren Bebeau. On this week's episode of Table 12, bring your sweet tooth to Sachi's Cakes and Dessert Lab in Beaumont. Let's head on in and see what's on display. Today we're here with Kat Altamirano, owner of Sachi's Sweets, Cakes and Dessert Lab.
These are not everything we offer on a daily basis, but we have more. So of course we have cake jars, we have quite a lot of flavors. We have our classic one when we opened in 2020. This is like one of our first desserts, so which is our French tart. And then we have a Brazo de Mercedes cupcake, which is an Asian Filipino dessert. And then we have here our premium cookies. We have an ube s'mores cheesecake, creme brulee cheesecake tart, our most popular cupcake, which is butterbeer. We have here our stack of cookies that are at least 6.3 ounces each, so they're pretty big. We have cake snacks, cake nuts, creme brulee, banana pudding, chocolate mousse, cookie pie, egg pie, which is ube flavor, s'mores block, and sopapilla cheesecake, and of course, cookie sandwiches. Yeah, we do have a lot of stuff. Desserts from different countries, not your typical desserts that you get to buy here in Texas.
So let's get to tasting some of this delicious stuff.
Okay, well, I know you love the cake nuts, but if you want to try creme brulee, we do have creme brulee. It's a traditional French creme brulee.
That texture is delicious. And it's thicker, but I love it. That is heavenly. I'm taking it home.
One of the most popular stuff we have is our banana pudding.
That is unique. I really admire the consistency in all of your stuff, even the layers in the cake. It's like perfect. And it's very unique. Like, I haven't had anything like this locally. You definitely have your own flair when it comes to this. This would be a great starter dessert for anyone coming here, like, for the very first time. Now, I'm seeing one of my favorite items that you carry occasionally, the cake nut, just like I remember.
Okay, so cake nuts is a baked donut, and the good thing about it is if you're very conscious with sugar, it's very good because the glaze is made of Belgian chocolate. We do have it in here in the shop. It's just not on a daily, but it's just like everything else we have, our menu changes, so it's pretty much like that.
So what is this very bold purple piece of dessert looking at me?
So for those who haven't heard, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people have heard of it, we made it very popular here in Southeast Texas. It's called ube. It's U-B-E, so it's ube. It's actually a Filipino word for purple or that color, but what it actually is, it looks like, if you've seen a sweet potato, it looks exactly like that, but it's like gray, black in color outside and naturally purple, and it is very, very good.
It doesn't have an overpowering taste. It's very subtle, but you do the best cheesecakes with it that you can order whole. So tell me, what is this?
So this one also is a Filipino dessert, which is and back in the Philippines, we have in little bakeries there, they sell this thing called egg pie. It kind of has like a thicker flan, buttermilk in the middle kind of texture and flavor, but it's all eggs. So of course we have here also the original version, but I made it also into ube, just like our cupcakes and all other things. So yeah, it's something like that.
So I actually haven't ever had the egg pie or the ube one. So can I just pick it up and eat it?
Oh yes, definitely.
Okay, we're gonna do that. I love a pie crust too, and you make your pie crust, of course. Oh, that's delicious. That is like a flan consistency, but a little thicker.
Yes.
I would recommend that too. If you want a unique pie you haven't had before, that's it.
So yeah, if you want anything ube, just come over.
Wow, and you also make wedding cakes.
Yes, we do. I make all kinds of cakes, any celebration, non-celebration, whichever.
So what's it like being a business in Southeast Texas?
Well, of course, it's not easy. It's not an easy thing on a daily basis. It's very hard, but it's really just about commitment. And if you love what you do, you get to do whatever you want. So like these things, we did not stage any here, it's what you get from our counter, because it's like, that's how we want to do it. I'm very particular at things here, so everything you see here are in-house. We don't buy anything that you can just buy off of a supplier and freeze and then bake it. Everything is made from scratch. Kind of like to keep it simple, but then at the same time highlight the dessert. I want people to see the vibrancy of our dessert, because you eat with your eyes first, and and I want you guys to experience that when you come here at Sachi's. I always tell my girls or whoever is with me and the team to always have that greeting, and just always be be happy, because you don't want to come in a place where you were going to eat sweet and then you're the saddest person right? So
Right.
normally that's what you want. You know, we want everyone to be inviting and, you know, to just like enjoy whatever it is that we have. Because to be honest, what is Sachi? That's my daughter's name.
Yeah.
But the name Sachi is actually the Japanese term for happy.
That's what I feel when I come in here. So I'm seeing a lot of unique flavors, like you said. So I want to learn a little bit more about you and your background and how you came to Southeast Texas to delight us with all these desserts.
Well, I came here 6 years ago. Fortunately, I married my husband, so I moved here. He's also a Filipino, but I moved here 6 years ago, and I'm originally a chef way back in Dubai and in Shanghai and in the Philippines. And then when I moved here, I didn't really know what to do because I was living in Shanghai, in China before, and you know, given my background, but I didn't want to cook. So I said I wanted to do baking, and because I like the art side of cakes.
Yeah.
So I started first off at my house way back in 2017. First time I sold 28 cakes. I was that confident. I was telling myself I can do it. So I sold 28 cakes for Mother's Day, and then the rest is history. I opened my very first storefront last November of 2020 during the height of COVID. And so far, we are still here. So
That's amazing. That's such a great story. And I have known you for a while, and I have had the honor of trying so many of your delicious creations. For people who haven't been here before, when you walk into Sachi's, you're kind of transformed. It's very whimsical. I just love coming in here. It's a great little getaway. Thank you, Kat, so much for having us today. Your stuff is amazing. If people want to find out more about you, how can they do that?
Well, of course, we have our website. So for all inquiries from cakes to orders, everything, it's www.sachiscakes.com. That's our website. And then for our Instagram, we have Sachi's Cakes with an underscore in the end. And then, of course, we have our Facebook page, which is Sachi's Cakes and Desserts Lab. We are just right across HEB on Dowland. And you will see lots of pink flowers outside, so you won't be able to miss us.
Tune in next time to Table 12.
Brought to you by Favor. No app delivers more for Texas.